Republic, you've tuned into a special broadcast because in conversation with us this morning are nurses. Nurses who we thank from the bottom of our hearts across the world, in the country, as they work tirelessly in the times of COVID to treat all the patients who've come to them. I will not waste any more time. Our guests are already with us. Joining us on the broadcast is Dr. Indravati Rao. She's a nurse joining us from Ahmedabad. And also with us is Heme Gowda. She's a nurse living in Turin in Italy. I want to thank you both for being a part of this show. And Indravati, if I could come to you first, because when we are talking about India, the number of cases are only increasing right now. As we thank you for all your services, how difficult has it been at your end?
At present, as you all know, at present the situation, our entire world is suffering due to COVID-19, and the entire world is in crisis situation. So at this juncture, if I say our nurses, as today is the International Nurses Day, our nurses are the frontline warriors. They are the fighters. They are continuously, persistently fighting towards the COVID-19 and trying to make the incidence of the COVID-19 cases less. They are spreading awareness, they are giving education, even though 24 to 7 hours. They will be along with the patient in all the hospitals. They are providing holistic and the comprehensive care to the patient so that at present, what is the crucial situation of our entire nation is facing. So we are hoping in the future these all the conditions will be subside and our India will become as before it was. Hello.
Absolutely. I also want to bring in Heme Gowda because Heme Gowda, while the situation in Italy is much better now, until few weeks ago, you have dealt with very, very tough times. What was the intensity of it and what were your most difficult days that you had seen at work?
Yeah, thanks a lot for taking for the show, and I will thank Republic TV for giving this opportunity and identifying nurses. And today, the what the view for the nurses, it has been changed completely all over the world. And I thank Niranjan sir also for making this arrangement in the morning only. Just now, I am finishing my night duty, and this was a horrible situation we have been faced in Italy due to this COVID because this has been happened because of our negligence. Because we have taken very neglect that it won't come like that. Italians, they have taken a very neglectful in the previous days. Due to that reason, we have been paid a lot for that. And after that, now we have been 62 days are over. Okay, we have been there for 62 days complete lockdown. It's a strict lockdown. Hence, now the cases are decreasing, and yesterday was the less in these times. It was like around 800 positive cases per day. It was like around 5,800 or 6,000 cases per day was there, and 500 to 700, and it has reached 2,000 also deaths per day. It was there, but now it has been came down to 800 positive cases and 250 or 200 deaths. Still it's going because the main problem of the Italian health system is like we are having lot of old age people and who are all above 70 years. They could not able to tackle the COVID effect. Whatever the infection it's causing, like now we are still studying is going on, and we are having the doubt that it causes pneumonia or thrombosis. Still research is going on. Now Italy is the first country, as our Italian Prime Minister told, that we are the first persons to get the effect, and we are the first persons to go out of it. That's why we have been now trials are going on, and we are successfully completed in Rome. They have been successfully completed preclinical studies. It's like as a animal study has been successfully completed on the rats, now it's the time to work it on the individuals or human beings. As we know, we are the frontline workers. They have took the samples of our blood samples, and we are voluntarily we are also participating in this trial.
All right, Hemigowda, we will talk more about that because this is the one answer that everyone is seeking. But Indravati, I also want to come back to you because in India, especially, we have seen some very shameful incidents of how health workers were attacked. They had to undergo ostracization. On a personal level, when you would learn of such incidents, how traumatic and fearful was it for you, and what is the message you would like to give out?
See, at the present situation, our healthcare workers, our nurses and doctors, they have faced many problems, many physical problems, mental problems, psychological problems they have faced. So it's in this situation, it's a must be all the individual person, family or our society, they have to be aware that we are doing the work for their sake. Because in this situation, we all healthcare person already we are deprived, we are affecting and we have the negative impact in all domains of health of the healthcare person. So in this time, we require the support of the society. Society has to aware that these people are providing care to the person, and also we are very high risk condition, because we are directly exposing to the suspected confirmed cases of the COVID-19 patient, and these all the things we are doing for the sake of upgradation, sake of our nation, sake of the people and all the society. So I'm requesting to all the members in the society, they have to aware and please support us. Here we are the frontline workers, we are standing for the your sake. This condition, nobody, unfortunately, this condition, this virus entered into entire world, and due to this situation, entire our world, entire nation is suffering from the all the aspect. If I say the physical, social, financial, all the aspect, everyone is suffering. So in this situation, we require the help of the society, individual person. They have to become the aware. They have to know what is the situation, and our nurses, our healthcare workers, they are working. So we have to salute, we have to say thanks to all our healthcare workers for their dedication, their commitment towards this work, and anyhow in all, because we require the cooperation of everyone. If the people will not cooperate, we require the cooperation. All the person has to know about their rights, what is their right in this crucial situation. Then only we will be able to overcome from these problems. So just in this condition, what condition arise at present, I'm requesting to all the person has to support us. Then only we will be able to defeat from these problems.
Absolutely. Hemagowda, I want to come back to you because you have really been on the inside of the situation. Wanting to understand from you, how was it in Italy that they managed to bring down the numbers? And you were also continuing to tell us about how the phase of human trials is now on its way. So, how is the future looking like when we come to, or when we are talking about finding a solution or a treatment to corona?
Yeah, ma'am. Actually, I'm working from last 70 days in the COVID department. I'm now in charge of this one of the wards here. Daily, I'm looking around 30 to 40 patients per day. And this was the outcome we have been came out because of we have done the strict lockdown. Because of that only, social distancing and the strict lockdown, these are all the measures we have taken very strictly. Due to this, Italy has been still came out of that, and no other medicines or like that. We weren't able to find it, or we could not able to find it. That's why we are still maintaining the social distancing, and complete lockdown is going on. Due to this only, we are came out of the grave period. And nowadays, the research is like, as you know, the clinical trials it takes part in the 5 steps. It's like a first stage is called preclinical studies or animal studies. It will be there will be a vaccine will be approved on the animals. Then once it comes to the positive or it will be successful, like it won't harm to the body of the rat or any animals, then it will come to the humans. Before coming to humans, they will develop the gene sequences, how the human genes are there, and due to the body conditions to the humans, they will be preparing the vaccine. Then afterwards, they will be taken first short number of the group, like a small group. It will be like 10 members of the healthy volunteers, like healthy individuals. It should not give the adverse effects. Then afterwards, it goes on the whatever the COVID patients. Then afterwards, third step is like it will be large group of numbers like healthy individuals and also the affected individuals. Then fourth stage is post-marketing surveillance. But now we have been passed only one step and other three phases are there. For that, it's require another, according to me, 5 to 6 months is required. But if the drug authority or the European authority, if they give to skip the as emergency situation is going on, they will tell you to skip the first two phases. It will go on directly in the large group like affected and non-affected to study both together. We can come in the vaccine, we can expect the vaccine in 3 4 months, ma'am. But it's very hardly, but there will be a lot of problems also there. If anyone get the adverse effect or any other effects it comes means, it will slow down the process, ma'am. That's why I request all Indians that we will get the vaccine. That's why we can able to now roam and here and all, because in India lockdown has been slowed down or just released in some of the content. But the thing in Italy also from May 3rd they have renewed the lockdown for the only the necessary services. But still today people are remaining in the home and they are maintaining the strict social distancing and they are going for the only necessary things. That's why I request all Indians to still, it's a lot ahead there. Please stay in your homes and just go out whichever the necessary time only. Otherwise, please don't go out of the home. Please stay in your home and just maintain the social distancing and just wait for the good period. If you are alive, you can earn more in the coming days. If you are not alive, you can't able to earn the things. Money is not everything. Health is everything.
Absolutely, that's a very important point you make. And Himagoda, like you rightly said, that as much as we all depend on the health workers today, it is equally our responsibility to play our role well so that together we can fight this battle. Himagoda and Indravati, I'd like to thank you both for not just joining us on this broadcast, but by and large for the services that you have rendered across the globe to the nation. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, ma'am. Last one thing I want to add, ma'am. Please, in India, just support all the health workers or nurses or medical professionals. As we are seeing a lot of things in the television or anything, as I work in the abroad, we have been very dignity and they have given very respectful. And I expect everything like this from India also, because we are the frontline workers and we are dedicating our life and we are sacrificing our life for the well-being of the human beings. And you understand, all the people should understand whatever the sacrifice we are giving, like as usual soldiers. And soldiers are just protecting our outer border of our country. We are protecting the inside of the whatever the human beings. Hence, please respect the nurses or doctors or health beings. And it's a great pleasure to have you here, and once again I thank you for this opportunity, and I once again thank Niranjan because he has been called in the midnight and he was like around 3 o'clock in the morning still calling and just keeping us to make as it's a part of one of the great pleasure, and it's one of the respect for all the nurses, and thanks for the Republic Day TV for making nurses till today. It's a great dignified manner, ma'am. Thanks a lot for your this concern.
Absolutely. Thank you so much once again.